Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this literally does not work. You know, I was actually going to be talking about Matthew Stafford is like one of the odds makers, highest picks for MVP, higher than, of course, Dak Prescott, higher than Russell Wilson, as well as others. And I was actually going to talk about that, and I think I'm going to save that for later because I thought, well, I'll deal with that later. But something else happened that's really kind of interesting, and I wanted to go over it. Apparently, news has broken the last couple of hours about Aaron Donald allegedly being in a altercation in Pittsburgh. And I wanted to bring you the details of this situation and give you my thoughts on it. And this is from one of the newsletters here, or one of the sites here. Man bringing criminal assault charges against NFL star Aaron Donald. So let's listen to this whole thing because it's kind of interesting. An attorney for an out-of-state man said Wednesday that his client was asking Pittsburgh police to press assault charges against former University of Pittsburgh star Aaron Donald after an altercation between the two last weekend. The attorney, Todd Hollis, and his client, 26-year-old DeVincent Springs, was assaulted by Mr. Donald in the early morning hours of April 11th after a squabble at a Southside's after-hours club. Okay. The incident left Mr. Spriggs with a concussion, 16 stitches on his eye, and a broken nose, said Mr. Hollis. He declined to offer more information on what instigated the encounter. Regardless of what may have happened in the nightclub, it does not justify this, Mr. Hollis said. Mr. Hollis said no weapons were used in the alleged altercation. I might disagree with that because I don't know how many of you guys have seen Aaron Donald's off-season workouts, you know, where he's working out, where the guy's got knives and everything else. I dare say that Aaron Donald is a weapon. And I guarantee you that there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that would say Aaron Donald is definitely, he's a weapon. He's truly a weapon. But anyway, be that as it may, Mr. Spriggs is not from Pennsylvania, and although he declined to say exactly where his client's from, Mr. Spriggs did not comment as he entered Zone 3 police station in Pittsburgh, Allentown neighborhood. Mr. Donald is a native of Pittsburgh area and plays defensive tackle, of course, for the Rams. Okay, a couple of things here. After Hours Club, got no problem with that. I mean, that's, you're a grown-ass man, and you can go to a gentleman's club if you want to. The interesting thing is right now, the NFLPA is worried about players working out at facilities and think that they should boycott them, boycott in-person stuff because it's not safe. Okay. All right. I get that. But gentlemen's clubs, that's okay. Fighting. Okay. I decided to check out because I did not see, you know what happens when something happens with a Cowboy player. For example, Zeke Elliott in Las Vegas. You would have thought Zeke Elliott, went haul ham on the guy that he kind of gave a little shiver to. And that was on the news every which way in the world. People were screaming, Zeke Elliott's a monster and he needs to be locked up. The guy, of course, was looking for an apology and to get paid as well. And that was literally plastered all over the place. TMZ, bump, bump, bump. TMZ went crazy on it. And TMZ, of course, would literally follow Zeke Elliott. But hold on. So I went to TMZ, and I did want to check out to see exactly what they had to say. And, of course, they come up with this picture right here. And so I guess this is after the fight, the barroom brawl. And I wanted to read to you what TMZ had to say. Hollis says, also, did I get the beginning? Did I miss the beginning? Oh, I'm sorry. We just spoke with attorney Todd Hollis, who spelled out the allegations against Aaron Donald, saying it started when Spriggs accidentally bumped into Donald inside of the nightclub. Hollis says both parties were asked to leave the club, and Donald got aggressive with Spriggs outside. ultimately attacking the guy. Hollis says he submitted a formalized statement to cops and told us the client is seeking criminal investigation into Donald. As for the injuries of the alleged incident, Hollis said Spriggs suffered various lacerations that required 16 stitches, as well as a broken eye socket, broken nose, and serious injury to his arm. He also suffered a concussion and severe trauma, Hollis said. Hollis said Spriggs was taken to the hospital immediately after the attack. The LA Rams are aware of reports regarding Aaron Donald, according to the statement from the team. We are collecting more information and have no further comment at this time. Huge news out of Pittsburgh where the man claims he was assaulted over the weekend by an NFL star. Okay. He claims Brandon struck him in the face early in the morning. House released photos of Spriggs' alleged injuries, which show a badly damaged right eye. We're told attorney is currently en route to the police station to file a report. And I guess basically that's it. So now here's the thing. We do not know what went on in that situation. Sorry, I kind of turned around too quick here and kind of knocking my computer over here. We do not know what went on in that nightclub or outside and so on. I always say there's three sides to every story. There's your side, there's my side, and somewhere in the middle lies the truth. And before we condemn Aaron Donald and say he's guilty, we don't know what transpired. We don't know if Aaron Donald was the aggressor. For all we know, this could be the, God, I'm having a brain fart, Charles Barkley syndrome. Charles Barkley was always known to have a little bit of a hothead that, he could go off because he didn't like people messing with him in the clubs and the bars and restaurants. And so people looked and said, ooh, there's Charles Barkley. Let me get into his face. Let me see if I can stir some shit up because maybe he'll hit me and I'll get my 5 minutes of fame. Maybe I'll get paid. In which case they would go after him. Now, I don't mean any harm. As far as Aaron Donald goes, I've never heard of anything that he's done hurting anybody off of the football field. Now, quarterbacks may disagree on that and say some of that shit that he does. Offensive linemen might say, yeah, man, they're weapons there. But this is not a normal pattern for him to go through here. So we need to wait and find out what the real deal is and so forth, and not condemn him until all the facts are out there. We are usually too quick to judge on anything. You see the pictures of Mr. Spriggs, you see that and say, oh my God, Aaron Donald, lock him up. But we don't know what really happened. It may be that Aaron Donald kicked his ass. Kicked his ass, but we don't know if there was anything one way or the other. The thing that I have a problem with is we'll see how the coverage goes on this. I think about Tyrone Crawford, that situation in a bar where nobody got hurt, how that was played up for weeks. We know how Zeke Elliott's situation in Las Vegas, where, he had a few to drink and all that, and, so on. The guy kind of, said some things to Zeke, and Zeke just kind of gave him a little nudge, and the dude wants an apology and wants him arrested and wants some cash. So let's wait and see what the whole thing is. But like I said, I bet you that this is one of those things that kind of gets swept under the rug, kind of like some of the other things that have happened this past offseason that just aren't blown up at all. So you are up to date on this situation. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching the Jobu Sports Report. And I am out.